We're going to look at how to work out market share. Have a look at this calculation. As we can see, sales of the company's product are divided by the total number of sales of that product category times 100. This will give you the market share figure. So, if I give you some figures, you can have a go at working out market share. Pause for a moment and grab a pencil and paper. Okay, have a look at this. Sales of product A are £50,000 and total market sales of that product category are £100,000. Now, have a go at working out the market share for product A. Had a go? Your calculation would look like this. Product A sales go on top, so £50,000, divided by total sales of £100,000, which go here, multiplied by 100, gives an answer of 50%. If you're asked to do a calculation in a higher mark question, you'll need to analyse the relevance of your answer. For example, the market share for brand A that you just worked out looks quite healthy. Having a higher market share may give the business power in the market to set prices or to have good customer loyalty or be able to negotiate more easily with the suppliers. On the other hand, low market share may mean competitors are benefiting from the ability to set prices and increase sales and profit. Low market share could also attract negative publicity, which can affect customer confidence and lead to fewer sales. Knowing about markets is important, but businesses also need information about customers. Not all of us like or buy the same things. We don't all like the same music or books or shops. So businesses need to find some way of grouping people with similar tastes together. This is called segmentation. Once they've done this, they can market products to them more successfully. Let's look at some examples. Let's use the magazine market. Next time you're in the newsagents or supermarket, look at how many magazines there are. Some are clearly for teenage girls, some for women in the 20s, some for young males. The publishers have segmented their market by age in this case, but also segment the market for magazines by lifestyle and interest. What I want you to do now is think about the car market and write down how you think this market is segmented. Try and give some examples of brands of car that are targeted to each segment. Pause for a moment and write down some ideas. Had a go? You've probably got these segments written down or something similar. Age, for example, new Mini versus Micra. Income, for example, BMW 5 Series versus Ford Mondeo. Gender, for example, Kia Picanto versus Seat Ibiza. As we can see, age can be used to segment the car market. The new Mini is more of a young person's car than a Micra. Or by income, a BMW is targeted to people with higher incomes than a Mondeo. If we look at gender, the Picanto is definitely targeted more at women, as the adverts show women being able to fit their clothes shopping into the car. These are, of course, generalisations, but it's what marketers do. By knowing which segment they're targeting, they can better decide when, where, and how to advertise to attract those people. If asked in the exam to suggest segmentation criteria, you need to think about the product or service in the case study and come up with realistic suggestions. If analysis is required, you'll need to show the consequences of using segmentation. For example, knowing how, when and where to advertise can mean the business spends less on advertising and is more successful with its advertising. This can then lead to lower costs and maybe lower prices, so higher sales. Remember that analysis is developing a chain of ideas and consequences. The best thing to do is to imagine that the examiner knows nothing about business studies, so you have to explain everything step by step. This will force you to show your level of understanding. Let's look at an exam question. Imagine your case study focuses on a new company in the breakfast cereal market. Analyse why Company A has decided to focus on segmentation so carefully. Let's compare two possible responses and look at which one would have gained more marks and why. Here's answer 1. Company A have decided to segment their market so that they know who they are trying to target. This will make it easier for them to market their products and will lead to more profit. They may decide to segment their market according to income, age, gender or lifestyle so that they can earn more profit and be more successful. Segmentation is the process of dividing up your market into groups of people sharing common characteristics, e.g. age, gender or lifestyle. Company A operates in the highly competitive cereal market, which already has a wide range of cereals for different segments. For example, the market is segmented by age or lifestyle. Cocoa Pops target children and Special K targets the health conscious. Company A may decide to focus on a segment which offers more potential. For example, they may bring out an organic range specifically for the segment interested in how foods are produced. By doing this, they will better understand who their customers are and how to reach them with advertising. This may lead to higher sales as there aren't many organic cereals out at the moment and ultimately may lead to more profit. Company A may also develop a name for itself for organic cereals and may gain higher levels of customer loyalty, making it better able to cope with competition. Okay, so let's compare answers 1 and 2. Answer 1 doesn't clearly explain what segmentation is, and it's always a good idea to define a term so that the examiner can immediately award marks for knowledge, as answer 2 has done. Answer 1 doesn't at any point show an appreciation that this is the breakfast cereal market, whereas answer 2 clearly recognises that it's a competitive market, is segmented in various ways and mentions specific cereals. Even though the question asks for analysis, you'll be expected to apply all knowledge, which answer 2 does really well. Answer 1 points out that segmentation means easier marketing and therefore more profit. This isn't necessarily true and is making a big jump from marketing to profit. Answer 2 explains logically how segmentation can improve marketing and how this may increase sales and may increase profit if other marketing factors are in place. It's important not to be too definite in your responses. It's better to say X may lead to Y, rather than saying it definitely will do. So that's segmentation. Simple really, isn't it?